I've only just got on Hawick, so it's really difficult to come up with an impression. Like a lot of high streets, I think it's struggling to be. But how many times have I said that in this series? I suspect at one time this was a very, very grand town, and probably quite a wealthy one as well.
I'm staying on the high street to meet up with one of Hawick's welcome hosts. It's their job to identify tourists and tell them what the town has to offer.
Hi Ian, nice to meet you.
Hi there, Ian, nice to meet you. So, how do you spot them? How do you know who's a local and who's not a local?
There's a couple of telltale signs, so we've got a lot of walking routes. So if there's people with walking boots on, you can kind of tell that they're walking. But also, there is a key sign, and that is if there's a couple holding hands, they're not from Hawick, because no Hawick couple holds hands.
They're not a romantic bunch then. OK, listen, I'm quite keen to hear a bit more about the high street. Could you maybe guide me up and tell me how the town's doing?
Of course, let's go.
OK. Come on, Mage. If you did describe the town to someone like me who doesn't know the town, how would you describe it, Ian?
We can boast about the different shops that there are for the people here who are only here for a couple of nights. So we've got plenty of restaurants, plenty of places for people to stay and eat. Biggest attraction for me is the Wilton Lodge Park. The amount of people who use it on a daily basis for their daily exercise is huge. We always suggest that visitors go there purely because you can spend hours and hours there. But then also I would say the walking routes. We are so lucky to have the surrounding hills that we do have, and we're in a beautiful valley.
The job you do is interesting. I've not come across this in other towns. Is it unique?
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, we're the only kind of town that has this kind of thing. But again, it proves just how much we like to welcome people to town and like to show off what we've got.
And there's an event in Hawick which is a huge draw for visitors and locals, the annual Common Riding Festival. It marks the ancient tradition of riding the boundaries of the town's common land, as well as the capture of an English flag in 1514 by the young men of Hawick. For centuries, this border town was on the frontier of the wars between Scotland and England, and was a brutal place to live. Reaving, which meant attacking communities and stealing from them, was how people survived in this disputed part of the country. Historian Wendy Tate is part of a reenactment group who teach local children about this violent time in history.
We're not taught this in English history, we're not taught this in Scottish history, but it's here, it's part of our heritage, and we want that to live on. We're not glorifying these times because they were awful times, but we should commemorate them, we should remember them.
What is unique about the history in this area?
During that time, the only way you could survive was by stealing from your neighbours, stealing cross-border particularly, going over and reaving their cattle. And that's what you lived on, and they would reave you back.
I mean, back in the 16th century, this border would be a movable feast, wouldn't it?
It was absolutely a movable feast. Some of it was known as the debatable land until well into the Reaver period.
Time for me to get involved, apparently. The group have given me a costume to try on, and one of the Reavers is going to give me a hand to get into it. They're even providing me with that Winnebago I always wanted.
I could just do a wee nap. We can just forget about this, Keith, can't we? There we go. A wee bit tight. Here we go. Put that in there. What life is going to be so complicated? I'm not sure they had Velcro back then, do you?
No. Saves a lot of hassle.
Is that me?
You've got your eye, and then you've got your bonnet.
Oh, I'm a bonnet.
Okay.
Okay. I'm coming. I'm not embarrassed in the slightest.
You look great.
Is this a new look for a Saturday night?
First things first, I need to practice my Reaver roar.
Ah. Mine wasn't very impressive. You're going to show me some moves here?
Yes, I'll show you some of the moves from the sword.
Okay. We don't want to decapitate anybody.
No.
I'm ready for battle, and Keith is going to show me how to use a sword. Thankfully, these are replica weapons.
You stand back out the way.
Yes, I'll stand well.
I don't want to kill, I don't want to kill.
You've got one.
Hope James the cameraman's out the way. Okay, so we'll
You've got
go.
one,
2, 3, 4, 5.
and 6.
Did you take somebody's head off there? Is
No, you're fine. That was perfect.
that okay?
Aye, that was grand. That was just their,
Or would you have it?
that was their basic moves.
Would you have a shield as well?
They would have a targe of some sort, or they would use their dagger, which we've got here.
Okay.
We've got that.
Okay.
As you were hitting somebody, you would take their sword out and then use the dagger to...
Right. Okay. I shall do this with a bit of feel. Are you out the way? You out the way?
Aye, I'm well out the way.
1, 2,
Aye.
3. I can get used
That's
to
it, aye. That's it,
There
aye.
Right.
As an extra weapon.
All right.
Right, there you go, I'll take it off you.
Wait. Are you nervous, Keith?
No, no, I was standing well away and you're fine.
I'll give you that back as well. Don't wish to hurt anybody. Listen, Keith, that was really helpful. Thank you. Give me a hand.
It's no problem, Ian.
Thank you. That was great.
Meeting you.
Okay. You may help me get me back at this costume again,
I
though.
will do.